It's interesting with as much bad news as we have seemed to be hitting, that the market still is close to that all-time high. And I think there's lots of reasons to be excusing the market right now, and that's without any really great news. And I think it's kind of impressive. And we've seen some of the leadership shift, which is also a good thing for the market. Some of the heavy multiple stocks have contracted while the market keeps going up. I think that's a good backdrop for the market.
We've got a slew of earnings to come today. What about the ones we've seen already? Do they support the market levels we've got?
I think they've been a little bit better than people's expectations. They were muted going into the third quarter because we had these recession fears. We had rates going down as much as they were. I think given muted expectations, these are just fine. I think there's some of the bigger numbers that we're going to see later in the week in the tech companies will tell us where we're headed with the big growth leaders of the market. I think that's going to be interesting to watch.
Charlie, the earnings that we've seen so far, is that helping to fuel the optimism that you're already feeling about the global economy?
I agree that they haven't been one way or another that impressive, slightly better maybe than very low expectations. I would point out three things. There were three things weighing on things: the inverted yield curve, Brexit, and tariffs. I thought I was going to come in today and have all three fixed, but the Europeans and the English messed it up again. But we got 2 out of 3, which is not bad.
The British all over, not just the English, though in fact you could probably blame the English more specifically at the moment. Mike, what about yield picture? Because slippage again a little bit today.
Yes, especially after the Brexit votes, you did have a little bit of yields coming in. And again, that's been a little bit of a prerequisite for stocks making progress, has been yields globally going up. And we paused there. I would characterize it as a pause. I am just seeing headlines, by the way, Texas Instruments missing or warning, and the stock getting hit. So we'll see if that impacts the leadership profile of the semiconductor stocks.
Mark, what are you wondering about in terms of sector performance? What stands out for you as the rest of earnings season comes
Well, listen, we've seen a big contraction in some of the heaviest multiple stocks in technology. Those are the leadership through the last couple of years. I think we've seen, we're not saying FANG on the show as much as we did in the last couple, 3 quarters. So I think that's going to be interesting to watch. Also, I'm watching some of the performance of some of the recent IPOs of this year. That's the other big story, I think, of 2019. Some of the hangover from some of the unicorns and the absorption of some of those stocks will be interesting to watch. We have the news in Lyft and Uber today, which I thought was really fascinating.